Hello everybody, this is Napa Fan here, and we're here at the Las Vegas Motor Speedway to qualify for tomorrow's Braille Battery 400. And we are going to go ahead and see which two of these part-time drivers are going to be in the show tomorrow for the 54-lap race around this mile-and-a-half racetrack in Las Vegas, Nevada. And the first driver out there is the number 62 of Christian Russell alongside Trey Wright. He'll be joining us for the race tomorrow as well. This is your driver. He's yet to make a start this season. What does it take to qualify your way in this 5-minute session with these 8 drivers?
Well, I'd say that it's all about luck because, well, obviously the ratings are equal. But just go out there and try to put as many laps down as you can. And who knows, maybe you'll get the fastest lap and you'll get to be in the actual show.
Yeah. Top 2 advance on to the big show, and we'll go ahead and join the other 40 drivers to qualify for the pole here at Las Vegas. A 30 even. 3-0-0-0-0 for Christian Russell on his lap right there. That is something you don't see every day. So go ahead and take a picture of that because you probably will never see it again. Daniel Voiles in the 31, Stephen Thompson in the 97. Now, last year, with the part-time drivers, it switched out every week with the Turkey Hill Hot Seat program. Not that way this year. It's the same driver attempting every single race in each part-time car. So these guys get a little bit more experience in these qualifying sessions, so they might end up being a little bit better by the end of the season. There's Christian Russell. Here's the number 98 of Colton Yo. Colton Yo qualified last week at Atlanta. Julio Cesar qualified for the Daytona 500. Angel Oliveira's yet to qualify for a race this season. There's Zachary DeLello. He made it into the Atlanta race last week in the number 67 machine. And there's Nick Smith in the 71 for Titan Fury Motorsports. Those are the 8 drivers, 8 part-time drivers. You'll get to know them quite a bit throughout these qualifying sessions this year. Christian Russell right now second fastest, but only 4 drivers have completed a lap so far. Daniel Voiles is the fastest in the number 31. Watch out for these guys to be fast. Voiles getting a draft off of Nick Smith. That might improve his lap time right there. Yeah, I don't know if it improved his lap time, but Stephen Thompson got a good lap time as he drafted off of Daniel Voiles and Nick Smith to go to the top of the board in the number 97. Great run there for Stephen Thompson.
Some of these guys, they desperately need to get out here and make a lap. We're already got less than 2 minutes remaining. So the only...
Last guy to complete a lap is Nick Smith, and there he goes to complete his first lap of the day. And he is 8th quickest. Right now, it's Stephen Thompson and Angel Oliveira, the 2 fastest guys in town, and if it remains that way, they will both be in the Braille Battery 400 tomorrow at 1 p.m. Eastern right here on Napa Fan. Julio Cesar doesn't have any drafting help. The 67 might get a bit of a pull on the number 10. We'll have to watch out for that. Angel Oliveira got his fast time all by himself. Definitely a very good thing there out of the number 46. But watch out for Nick Smith. He's been drafting off the 31 here, and the times get a little bit faster as the session goes along here at Las Vegas, so we'll have to see if the number 71 can move his way inside the top 2. But right now, it's still Stephen Thompson and Angel Oliveira, the 2 fastest guys here in Braille Battery 400 qualifying, part-time qualifying here at Las Vegas.
We have 45 seconds remaining. Looks like that number 97 is going to... Looks like the 97-42 will probably be the one.
Nick Smith, top of the board in the 71, and you also got to remember we get about a minute added on after the clock runs out, so these guys can complete their laps. So it's about a 6-minute session, not a 5-minute session when we come here to qualify for the part-time drivers, and about 11-minute session when we qualify for the pole. But Nick Smith for the number 71 team and Titan Fury Motorsports, he's one of the more experienced guys driving a part-time car, him and Julio Cesar especially. But Nick Smith looking pretty strong right now as the fastest guy. Stephen Thompson still in position to advance on in the 97. He's going to head down the pit lane and hope that does it. We're going to have, I think, about 30 more seconds added onto the clock right here, and then that should do it. The clock is not resetting, but they're still running out there. Never seen that before. It looks like it's going to be Nick Smith and Steven Thompson, only unless Daniel Voiles got a good time here. Doesn't look like he did. Everybody else does not have any drafting help, so I think that's how it is going to stay here for part-time qualifying in the Braille Battery 400.
As they haven't teleported back to pit road yet, clock has expired, so...
I think the clock is still technically running in the background. It just did not reset on the leaderboard because they obviously are still running out there, and I would expect it to clock out right about now. It should clock out very soon. It's said complete for quite a while here, though, so I don't know how long they're going to go. There we go. We're done. It's Nick Smith and Steven Thompson advancing on to the big show. And they will both advance on to pole qualifying, which is going to be right now. Nick Smith, Steven Thompson, and the other 40 full-time drivers are going to battle for the pole on the Braille Battery 400. Let's see who gets it done here at Vegas. And here we go to qualify the entire field for tomorrow's Braille Battery 400 from the Las Vegas Motor Speedway. This race last year was really good. I expect it to be really good this year as well. Only 54 laps, not many laps in the race, but plenty of laps to give us a good show for tomorrow's 400-mile race. Shortened, of course, to 20% of that length, because that's what we do here in the Chick-fil-A Cup Series. Here's Roger Ray in the number 24. He was running up front a little bit at Atlanta, but fell back late in the going. Of course, Atlanta and Las Vegas are two totally different racetracks. You don't lose your positions near as fast here at Las Vegas as you do at Atlanta. But either way, Roger Ray looking to get his first career Chick-fil-A Cup Series win. He's going to be the first guy out there to complete a lap here in Braille Battery 400 qualifying. There's Ace Garcia, first time this season in a points race running the Dr. Pepper scheme. There's the Good Mood Food, Carter Friesen. I went to Arby's yesterday after my ski trip, so I'm kind of in an Arby's mood right now. So I like this car. So go Carter. There's Ace Garcia going out there. Of course, Carter Friesen is the former owner of Ace Garcia, and Ace Garcia drove on Friesen Motorsports last year. So you need a drafting partner, and you got a drafting partner right there with Nathan Stapleton and Garrett Sonor. You think Stapleton's going to get a run here in qualifying?
Hopefully.
All right.
I think so.
That's all he has to say. There's Diego Yepes in number 92. Oh, boy, that's a problem. Stapleton overshot turn 4, hit the outside wall, and Diego Yepes was right there. Clipped him, and it almost sent the 28 completely around. That is going to hurt the number 28 there a little bit. Roger Ray is currently fastest. Carter Friesen second fastest. Nicholas Samedillo top of the board. Samedillo, I think he has one career Truck Series win, and it came here at Las Vegas 2017, I do believe. We're trying to locate him here on the racetrack. A lot of guys are out there now. There's Nicholas Samedillo. But it's changed again. It's Garrett Sonor in the number 16, who is now the fastest guy. Garrett Sonor won the inaugural Las Vegas race in the Chick-fil-A Cup Series back in Season 3 in 2015. So Garrett Sonor knows what he's doing here in Las Vegas, and where you start in this race is going to mean quite a bit because passing isn't near as frequent as it is at Atlanta. You can still move your way from the back to the front, but it's a lot more difficult, and it is a shorter race tomorrow as well, so you got to watch out for that. How about Wyatt Quayle in the 33 trying to rebound after his issues at Atlanta? He ended up scraping the outside wall in that race and finished deep in the field as he lost the main draft. And right now he's the fastest guy in town here in Las Vegas qualifying, so it's looking pretty good for the SunTrust machine. Steven Thompson, part-time driver in the number 97, qualified his way in just a few moments ago. He is now second fastest in the Meliello number 97. And by the way, while I was at the Arby's yesterday on my ski trip, I got Meliello with my Arby's. So, you know, we're just throwing these sponsors in like crazy. Garrett Sonor just went to the top of the board. Unfortunately, I can't say I rep his sponsor because I'm a T-Mobile customer. But either way, Sonor is looking very fast in the number 16. And he is top of the board for the second time in this session. So watch out for Garrett Sonor in this event. He might be the guy to beat this weekend here at Las Vegas.
Yeah, definitely watch out for Sonor. He knows his way around, and I believe he ran well here last year, so I definitely look out for that number 16.
Got
Also, if
Roger
I
Ray drafting off of him right now. There's last week's winner, Nathan Baird. He got the victory at Atlanta in a dominating performance. He actually led the most laps in that race. It was only 14 laps, but he led the last 5 laps. Nobody passed him after that, which was rather surprising considering all the passing we saw in that race at Atlanta. But Nathan Baird is our points leader by 13 points over your driver, Josh Marzak. The only 2 winners so far this season. So winning a race definitely means a lot towards the championship because you get the maximum amount of points. So a lot at stake to win a race. And I think a lot of people, and I notice a lot of people seem to get frustrated during that Atlanta race that, you know, Jesse Turner got in the way there. I know Carter Friesen was one who was very frustrated. Roger Ray as well. Both of them suffered because of Jesse Turner getting in the way. But I think a lot of you guys do underestimate just how difficult it is to win a Chick-fil-A Cup Series race. Like Trey said when we were doing Uncharted qualifying, the ratings are completely equal, which means these guys are right up on each other, and it's difficult to hold off guys as well. And, you know, with the way lap cars go in Enter 2003, it's almost more difficult to win a Chick-fil-A Cup Series race. As a matter of fact, I think it is more difficult theoretically, to win a Chick-fil-A Cup Series race than it is to win a Cup race, say if you were a Cup driver driving on a good Cup team. The fact that all the cars are equal really stands it out as it being very difficult, and it's just all up to luck. I mean, there's only 28 races and there are 40 full-time drivers. Not everybody's going to get a win. Some guys are going to get multiple wins, so only about half the field are going to go to victory lane. So it's a privilege to win a Chick-fil-A Cup Series race. It's not expected to fall right in your lap, and it probably won't, so I wouldn't expect a win, and if you do get one, you're going to be surprised versus being disappointed. But either way, Garrett Sonor, he's not disappointed right now. He is still the fastest guy in town. Mark Davidson, second fastest. Wyatt Quayle, 97 to Stephen Thompson. Andrew Ross, Cody Sill won here in season number 6. Christian Master, Daniel McMillan, Sebastian Cucolon, and your guy Josh Marzak, the top 10 here in qualifying. Let's see, make sure everybody got a lap in. Everybody has. Nathan Stapleton, the slowest guy, but we did see the issues he had in the number 28. Hopefully he got back out there with a new race car. No matter what happens in this qualifying session, whether they wreck or not, doesn't matter. They keep on going and their time will stand. So if you qualify on the pole but you wreck in qualifying, it doesn't matter. You're still going to start on the pole for the race no matter what.
Also, if I can drop in a little fact, we're talking about Nicholas Samadeo and his truck wins. He does have the most recent truck win at
You are very correct about that. You see, Trey knows more about my leagues than I do. I did forget about that. He did win the final ever truck race, won the last race of 2018. That one, I tend to forget about that. But Nicholas Samadeo does have 2 career truck wins. But his first truck win came here at Las Vegas, so he's definitely a good driver.
Oh, that would be the important thing. So
Nicholas Samadeo is currently 29th fastest. Not quite what you want here at Las Vegas. This isn't Atlanta where you're going to be moving your way to the front on an inside. It's going to take some work to move your way from the back to the front. It's still very possible to win the race from 29th, but of all the racetracks we've gone to so far this season, this is going to be the toughest place to pass. And that's saying a lot because we still get a lot of passing here at Las Vegas. But the racing here, this is one of the best mile and a halves we go to all season, in my opinion. You see the way they race that outside lane to get a run off the corner. It's just really fun to watch them run here at the Las Vegas Motor Speedway. Somebody put their way inside the top 10. It was Diego Yepes in 8th now. Still Garrett Sonor fastest, and lots of times what we saw last season in these sessions is that the fast time came in the first half of the session, and by the second half of the session, everyone's tires were so worn that they could not get up to the pole sitter. Was not the case last week at Atlanta. Riley Spurley came in there late in the going to steal the pole away from Jesse Turner, but this place isn't as fast as Atlanta. The drafting isn't near as effective, and it's looking like we're going to have ourselves an 8-season veteran on the pole for the Braille Battery 400 in Garrett Sonor.
And like you were saying earlier, that passing isn't exactly the most common thing at this track, and we could see watching my radioactive from last season's Las Vegas race, and John Andrews pretty much dominated a good portion of that race, and he ended up winning.
John Stewart.
That's who I meant,
John. It's a little confusing. John Andrews is driving the 04 this season. This was the car that won this race last year with John Stewart. John Stewart was a rookie last year, retired instantly. But he did win this race in his third career Chick-fil-A Cup Series start. So John Andrews might be looking to get a good run here. We'll see where he is. He is 39th fastest. That's not quite what John Andrews wants in that 04. But either way, you know, it's a 54-lap race. It's still a decent amount of time, you know. A lot can happen between the start of the race and the end of the race. But it's not as easy as it is at Atlanta, so you got to keep that in mind. You got to make your moves very carefully. And looks like we're done. Add about 30 more seconds. The clock's not resetting today for some reason. You know, this game, I haven't done anything to it. You know, we do these qualifying sessions all the time, and you guys see them. There we go, we're done. You guys see them that when they're done, we see the clock and all that time remaining at the end. Today, it's just said complete, and it hasn't reset, but they kept on going. Little interesting thing. You know, this game has done a lot of weird things to me over the 4.5 years I've worked on it, so yeah, there's that. But Garrett Sonor on the pole for tomorrow's Braille Battery 400 at Las Vegas. And he's got 4 rookies starting behind him with Mark Davidson, Wyatt Quayle, Stephen Thompson, and Andrew Ross. And a lot of veterans back behind there. Take a look at the rest of the results. Got a tie between Marzak and Turner. Marzak's going to break the tie because he has more points. Another tie there between Tristan Allen and Lucas Jacobson. I believe Lucas Jacobson's going to break that tie. And other than that, don't see any more ties, so that is how they will line up for tomorrow's Braille Battery 400 at 1 p.m. Eastern right here on Napa Fan at the Las Vegas Motor Speedway. Garrett Sonor is going to lead the field of the green flag here for the 3rd race of the season. So thank you guys very much for watching. And thanks to Trey for joining me here for qualifying. He'll be with the race tomorrow as well, so watch out for that. It's going to be a good one here from Las Vegas, less like it was last year. It's always a fun race here for the Braille Battery 400, and I'm really looking forward to this one because it's a little bit shorter of a race. We're probably only going to have 1 pit stop, so it's going to be fun. That's all I got to say. Garrett Sonor on the pole. He'll lead the field of the green flag tomorrow, and we'll see you guys tomorrow for the Braille Battery 400. Coming up next, in less than an hour, it's the Novato 80K in the Rockstar Pro Series. Go ahead, check that out. It's going to be a fun race for those 24 drivers here at Las Vegas. And second time the Rockstar Pro Series has been to Las Vegas. John Andrews won here at Las Vegas the first time around. So watch out for John Andrews tomorrow. He might do a good job because he's won here before. I've talked long enough. Thank you guys so much for watching. Congratulations to Garrett Sonor, and I will see you guys later.